Hello, good morning everyone. Today we will discuss about decision support system and intelligence system. In previous lecture, we already discussed some point about this decision support system. Now we will see the DSS can be used as a umbrella term and its benefit. In previous lecture, we discussed automated decision making framework. Now we will see the benefit of computerized decision support. Is it audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Is it visible? This presentation is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
No.
Yes.
Now I think now it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Huh? Previously it was
Video.
not visible, this presentation. Now these points are clear visible to you.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. The benefit of computerized decision support. There are 5 main benefits. First one is the companies work in an unstable or rapidly changing economy. We know that. Therefore, the e-commerce is changing the way business is done. Now, just we seen one website of e-commerce, Flipkart. You know that the existing intelligence system do not fully support to decision making. There are difficulties in tracking the numerous business operation. Timely information is needed. Competition has increased, especially global competition. Cost reduction is needed. You know, in our India, there we can use Flipkart as a e-commerce website for selling the product as well as for purchasing the product. Also, we can use Amazon. Hmm? But there are again different type of web applications. From that we can purchase the product with very low cost. Because of this competition, global competition is there, so we can get the different type of web application. From that we can buy the product. You know Flipkart. Do you know Flipkart?
Yes.
If we see here on this website, you will get the various product and their prices, and the product which are available low cost than this Flipkart. Suppose this is Motorola Edge, now available. Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir.
How much cost of this Motorola phone? What is the price of this phone?
74,999.
74,999. If you want to buy this phone, you can search in Google. You will get the different price. Motorola Edge Plus. We will see here now. 74,000. Here is the price 74,000. Similar price is in Reliance Digital. Okay.
Yes.
Now suppose you want this phone to buy from less than this price. Then how you will find that? You will find the alternate website of this e-commerce website. The alternative of this is here.
Amazon.
You can find this phone. The the configuration of this phone is different, so the price is increase. Okay,
Okay.
and there is these are the websites are working in India. Now you know again another type of website, that is the Alibaba.com. Do you know that?
Yes, sir.
From that you can purchase the product in bulk form, bulky number of. If you want to buy the 10 mobile phone, you can buy, and on that you will get very low cost. Hmm? Therefore, such type of competition is increased because of this technology, because of this e-commerce. World is connected, all countries are connected to each other. Therefore, the competition has increased, especially global competition. You can buy the low cost product from Alibaba.com and also similar websites. So, what is the difference between e commerce and e businesses? You have to understand e commerce and e businesses. Then, how to support semi structured problem using the several strategic and operational decision that you have to understand. Now we see the decision support system can be used as an umbrella term. Describe any computerized decision support system that supports decision making in an organization. There is a case study in this book of decision support system. It demonstrates some of the major unstructured and semi-structured problem. Decision support system can refers to a process for building computerized application for unstructured or semi-structured problem. Why not structure? Because structure problem is already computerized, or that is a small business, so that is fully structured. In unstructured and the semi-structured businesses, there is huge scope to convert that business into the computerized. The architecture of decision support system, that is the data. Every problem need data to be solved, and every opportunity needs data to be analyzed. Every problem needs data to be solved. We get data from the customers, from the small vendors, from the world's markets. From that data means the information, raw information, which is not particularly formatted information. We will see, is there someone waiting for our lecture? No. Okay, you know the data means the customer's requirement. Customer always complain about the technology, about the product. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Customer says my mobile phone is not working properly. The battery of this mobile phone is very bad. There is need to recharge again and again within a 1 day. Hmm? This is the problem of customer. This is the data for us. Customer given us the information about the battery of mobile phone that is not working. Excuse me, Vagadi came. So the customer needs good type of a battery that should not drain within 8 hours or 10 hours. Hmm? Suppose that battery is not working more than 2 hours or 3 hours, then customer will complain about that battery in the form of a message on the website, or in the form of calling, or in the form of mouth ad. Customer thoughts will reach to us through the website, through the messages. So that is the information which is the problem of customer, that we have to convert into the opportunity so that customer will be satisfied. We have to convert that problem. Customer need the mobile phone's battery, which is should not be drained within 8 hours. That should work 20-25 hours. That information given to us by the customer, we have to convert that into the opportunity. We have to make a battery in our company which is very good, that should be satisfy the customer's need. This is one of the architectures of decision support system. Another, model to manipulate data. We have to make a model. This model can be standard Excel function or a customize. We have to model the problems so that the customer can be able to access according to their need. Now you see, this is the e-commerce websites. Here you see, this is the mobile phone. Suppose we want this company mobile phone. Which is this? Vagdi, is it visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Which is this company? Do you know this mobile phone?
Yes, sir.
Which one is this?
Kumbar.
Read this.
No, I don't know, sir.
Motorola. Is it visible to you? Motorola.
Motorola. Yes.
You see, here is the configuration of this mobile phone. The internal memory of this mobile phone is 256 GB, and color of this mobile phone is, Kunal? Thunder Gray. And RAM of this mobile phone is
12 GB.
12 GB. So the price of this mobile phone is high. Now you want same type of mobile phone just by minimizing this internal memory and minimizing this RAM.
Right.
Then obviously the price of this mobile phone will be minimized.
Agree.
That function should be available in this software so that customer can customize their problem according to their need, and solutions should be get to him. This is the standard. Here is not available to change, but somewhere we can get. Now you see, this is the Samsung mobile phone. You see, here is the RAM. How much size?
6 GB.
This is
4 GB.
4 GB RAM, and internal is
64.
64 GB storage internal. And the price of this mobile phone is
15,000.
15,999. Okay, this is the standard, and now we can customize that. If we want to increase the RAM, here is the RAM size
6 GB.
6 GB, and internal storage
128 GB.
128 GB. If we click on this, then the price of mobile phone will be changed. You see, this is the price of this 15,999 is the price of 6 GB RAM mobile phone. Now if we change, we want to low configuration mobile phone, then the price of that will be
Low.
how much this is?
For 13,990.
Is it visible to you, Wagdi?
Yes, sir.
This is the example of customize the customers data, customers information, customers need. Suppose we are the customer, we want 4 GB RAMs mobile phone, and someone want, suppose you are also customer, then you want 6 GB RAM phone, then you can change from here and you can able to visible the price of that mobile phone and also the other features of that mobile phone. Similar type of a model we have to design if you want to apply the decision support system to the business. We have to model to manipulate the data. Then knowledge component, we have to apply our knowledge into the business so that we can increase the product as well as we will be able to increase the number of customers demand. Means which features we have to give to the mobile phone that's needed to the customer. Like battery, you see the battery of this mobile phone is good than other mobile phone. This is the need of customer. The employee of Samsung has provided this type of battery to us because that is the need of word. How those employee got the information of customer through the websites, through the view. You see here are the questions of customer. Is the product manufactured in India? Customer require Indian product. We can able to see the customer's thought from this point. All Samsung M series smartphones are manufactured in India. The Samsung factory is in Noida, Uttar Pradesh. Okay. Another, what is the RAM type of the M31 mobile phone? Here is the RAM type is shown. LPDDR4X. Okay. Such type of information should be reached to our company from employee, and we have to convert that into the knowledge, and that knowledge we have to convert into our business model, our product model. So these are the component of knowledge. Then users, suppose we have provided the software, the computerized support system to the employee of our company, then they should be able to use that. All should be become as a user. You know, on this website there are several users. Means we can get here Nokia phone, Honors, LG, Huawei, like that, Realme, and also we can get the accessories, we can get car charger. All these product are selling by different type of a vendor, different type of a businessman through this channel, through this web page. Okay, you see the user of this website, we are the user of website. Everyone who needs a product, they can use this website, so they are the user of this website. As well as the product seller, all product seller can sell their product through this website, so they are also the user of this site. If Amazon increase the number of user of this website, then their benefit will be increased. this Amazon's aim is to reach each and every person through this website. Amazon want to reach to every customer to sell the product, as well as Amazon want to reach to the every salesman, every company, product developing companies to sell their product through this website. So there are various users. We have to increase the users. Then user interface should be easy. User should be connect very easily to the our software, to our model. Suppose this is our website, Amazon's website. Then every customer can reach to this website through mobile phone also, through iPad also, through PDA also, as well as through the computer. Such type of interface should be there. Means connectivity means the software which can be work into the into the global platform, as well as into the robust platform. Any platform can be utilized as a platform to our model. That is the user interface that should be easy to connect to the user to our model. These are the architecture's point of decision support system. Now see the types of decision support system. There are two type of decision support system. First one is the model oriented decision support system, and second one is the data oriented decision support system. We will see the model oriented decision support system is a quantitative model are used to generate a recommended solution to a problem. There is a recommended solution because that is the model oriented. Now see, in this we can buy some product with changing the configuration. That means the data oriented. Just before a minute we seen one example of this mobile phone. Which one is this one? You see here. This is the model oriented. We cannot change the parameter, we cannot change the price, we cannot change the uh, RAM of this mobile phone, we cannot change the internal storage of this mobile phone through this website. So that this is the model oriented, and if we change this, then that will be a data oriented. Data can be changed, then that is the data oriented. Now see, this is the data oriented. We can change 6 GB RAM and internal 128 GB. Also we can change here only the internal storage 64 GB and 6 GB RAM. Then the price will be 16,000. And also we can increase the RAM 8 GB RAM and 128 internal storage. Then the price will be 19,499. Means this is the data oriented model. This side is developed for this product as a data oriented. The data oriented support and ad hoc reporting and the queries. Customer can add their queries. We can add, this is our query, means 6 GB RAM we want with 28 GB internal storage. Then we should click on this, then we will get the all information and price of this mobile phone. Is it clear? Data oriented
Yes,
and
sir.
model oriented.
Yes, sir.
Kunal,
Yes, sir.
Wagdi, Now, ad hoc is a Latin phrase. Ad hoc is a
Yes, sir.
Latin phrase which means for this purpose. Hmm? For reporting should be by customers query. It is generally signifies a solution designed for a specific problem or task, non-generalizable, and which cannot be adopted to other purpose. That is the ad hoc. Now you see the high level architecture of decision support system means everything is connected to the data. To data, knowledge is required, model is based on the data as well as the user interface. We already seen this point. User is a customer as well as the company uh, of product selling companies like Samsung, Motorola, all that. Okay, that data get from customer in the form of user interface to our model, then through our knowledge, through the developer's knowledge, this information can be converted according to the user's need into the model, as well as the data can be take through the user interface to the knowledge, and that can be also provided to the model, and through that model it can reach to the customer. Means here we can provide the data from here, which type of mobile phone we want. That data we can provide through this computer, means the user interface. Here is the user interface computer and the Google Meet we are using to share the information from my side to your end. That is the user interface, computer, mobile phone and Google Meet. Okay, we have given the query 6 GB RAM to this model, and this model will take this data and work accordingly our need and gives us the information. Okay, is it clear? High level architecture, there
Yes,
is the three layer architecture: user interface, then knowledge, and then data or
yes,
model. There are two type of decision support system: data oriented and the model oriented. The type of DSS, type of decision support system: model oriented DSS, quantitative model, uses to generate a recommended solution to a problem, and the data oriented support ad hoc reporting and query. Means we will provide the query into the data oriented model, then accordingly model will give us a data. And also the quantitative model used to generate recommended solution to the problem. There is recommended solution in this side, you see we cannot change. Here is given recommended solution, so we have to just take this mobile phone. There is no option to provide the data. Means this is the model oriented, and this is the Samsung's example, this is the data oriented. Now we will see the business intelligence. Business intelligence is an umbrella term that combines architecture, tools, databases, applications, and methodologies. This all means the business intelligence. What we will use: architecture, tools, databases, applications, and methodologies. Business intelligence major objective is to enable interactive access to the data, to enable manipulate of data, and to give business managers and analysts the ability to conduct appropriate analysis. You see here is the business intelligence model. It is taking the data from the customer and providing to the analyst, and through the analyst it is again providing according to the analysis their prices and the configuration to the customer. So such type of a model is required there, means the business intelligence. What is here? Here is the architecture. Also here is the tool. Which tool is here? Web based application is used here. And system, this system is the user interface is also used, and the this is taking data from the user, from the customer, from the employee of a company. So this is the business intelligence model. We can change the data and accordingly these parameters can be changed. We can also use the all features. So we can say the tools, database, application and methodologies are used into the business, then that business will be a business intelligence. Major objectives are enable to access to the data, to manipulate the data. Like this we should be able to manipulate the data, then the decision, and finally to the action. We can get the decision and finally the action, should I buy this mobile phone or not. This decision can be taken by the customer if we provide such type of a support to the customer. Then business intelligence is an umbrella term that combines the architectures models. The process of business intelligence is based on the transformation of data to information, then to the decision, and finally to the action. What is the process of business intelligence? The process is depends upon the transformation of data. Data should be transformed into the information. Means we need the information about this mobile phone. Okay, which information we want? We want the price of Samsung mobile phone. How we will find out the price of this mobile phone? We will provide the data to the Google, just like this. We have provided the data. Okay, then we will click here, then we will get the one website, and also we will provide the data from this query, 6 GB RAM, and we will get the information here about this mobile phone, price as well as all the features, processor, size of mobile phone, operating system of mobile phone, battery types and the warranty. This all information we got from the analyst side, from the company side to us through this tool, through this technology. We have given the only data to the system, and system given us the information about this product, so that we can say this is the intelligent systems. This is the business intelligence work. Now the history of business intelligence. The evaluation of business intelligence, there are various points. You see the query and reporting, that is reach to the metadata, means there is the dictionary of the data. We are providing the information just by clicking on this tab, 6 GB RAM. Okay, but that is converting this software into the metadata and providing us the information through the data warehouse, and that is connected to the data mart. From data mart it is accessing and that data mart is accessing by business intelligence, so that the broadcasting tools can be access that information from all these point or all these terminals. Also there is the portals like this. These are the portals to sell or buy the products. Through that portals we can access the information from data mart. Their OLAP is used, their digital cookies are used, their scorecard and the dashboard is used. Also there is the workflow altern and the notification, data mining and predictive analysis, financial reporting, EIS, ESS, metadata, data warehouse, spreadsheets. All these are the tools which are used in this software. You see, this is the dashboard. Through this dashboard we can view the camera, we can see the camera positions, and also we can see this fingerprint sensor is there, and color, as well as other features we can also see. We can watch these features, we can watch this battery type, AI game booster is there, and the display we can see here, we can view here, we can watch from this dashboard. This is the dashboard. Dashboard is also there in the business intelligence, that should be there. And also these are the options comparative, other products we can compare. From this we can mine our mobile phone, we can take our mobile phone from this data warehouse. There are several mobile phones. If we click here we will get all these type of mobile phones, you see. Now we want to mine which our needs. Suppose we want very high quality mobile phone, then we will put our query, we will put our data in the form of a query, and we will be search here. Suppose we want 16 GB RAM mobile. Now that will be come out from the data warehouse. We will get the information from data warehouse. What we got? Samsung Galaxy 5000, but the RAM is only 1 GB RAM. Here we want 16 GB RAM mobile. So this query is not understand to this tool, that should be happen into the mobile phone, into the our tools, so that customer can get appropriate information. From data mining, here we will not able to mine our information, we will not able to find our information what we want. Okay, we need to mine 16 GB RAM mobile phone. No, our system is not able to mine the information. You see, we have not got. But here by this company, we have provided very good dashboard. Through this dashboard also we can find according to our need. You see here is the internal memory, 4 GB internal memory, 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB, 128 GB, and 256 GB memory. And RAM are also 8 GB, 6 GB, 4 GB, and less than 512 MB. Is it visible to you, Kunal? Is it visible to you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you see here is no 16 GB RAM available in this filter. So we will not able to find that. Okay, we can say this is the dashboard. This is the dashboard. And after clicking on this dashboard, this information come to us from the data warehouse. From the data warehouse, we will get this information. Okay, how it will come? By mining the information which we want. This information will be their data mining is used. Internal 8 GB according to our need, that is mining from data warehouse. It is invoking to us and providing to us. And also alert and notification also, if we write here our username, password, email ID, then after available this 16 GB mobile phone to the company, company will be mailed to you, company will be message to you, that alert option is there, that should be there. And workflow, this is the workflow. Suppose no need to search very much information, directly you can select the company of mobile phone. Here is the options. Then after selecting, you can select the type of operating system, then price, how much price you want to buy, then the RAM, then the screen size, then the processor speed, then the battery capacity, and the front camera resolution. All these information is available in a flow, in a direction that should be happen into the model which you will be developed for business intelligence. Then we can say this is the tool of business intelligence. Then scorecard and the dashboard, this is the dashboard I already said to you. Financial reporting is also there, and metadata is also there. The business intelligence architecture, data warehouse, the technical staff responsibilities, this is given us by the technical staff. Means the developer should know the information, should know the knowledge about this data mining as well as data warehouse, like you, programming language. This is the technical experts like you. So we are studying this subject. We have the knowledge of, we are the technical person. Business analysis, business analytics, a collection of tools for manipulating, mining, and analyzing the data in the data warehouse. Business performance management, for monitoring and analyzing the performance, is used by top manager. Their business performance management is also used. This business analytics is also used, as well as user interface is also used in that model. Now we will see the high level architecture of business intelligence. There are two layer architecture, and in one first layer there is data source, technical staff, business users, and managers that is connected to the user interface and future component intelligent system. We already seen this data warehouse environment, business analytic environment, and performance and strategy that we will discuss in next lecture. If you have any question about this architecture and the type of decision support system, model oriented, object oriented, you can ask a question to me. Types of decision support system is point we covered in this lecture. Do you have any question? Yes, Wagdi.
No question, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Kunal.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so today we will stop here. Hmm?
Okay, sir.
Have a nice day. Thank you for
Yes.
patience
Thank
listening.
you. Goodbye.
Happy Pola.
Goodbye, sir. Thank you.
Okay, bye.